Davis.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This one taken from the 7th. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, offensive player of the week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold shedding through the defense. And incomplete to open things up. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And it's 2nd down. This offense, here are the starters. It features a very speedy wide receiver, a Duke Blue Devil, Jamison Crowder.
Exactly right, and we're not talking about hoops. We're talking about a slot receiver who knows how to run all the routes so well and really is crafty beyond his years.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Under 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. A deep ball for Dotson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Here are the starters defensively for the Jets. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that it's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And New York set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's goal. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. A look at the defensive starters now for the Raiders. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. Someone jumped.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Let's go, baby. We turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand in first place. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Gore. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're getting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
It's complete. It's Gore. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do it.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Nassib, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Key the tight end.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Mike 54.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. They're going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd and 15 now. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. On first down, it's Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Philon. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Hey. 4 down.
Here's Pirine. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. It's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing the second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180.
On second down now. Bowden. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Throwing his car on third down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Henry Anderson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks and no touchdown passes yet either. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got his man. This is Jackson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Jets on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Piron. And he stopped immediately there. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold, he's got Gore. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Darnold down to throw. It's hauled in by Dodson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Josh Dodson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up, this is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
And now here come the Raiders. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing again. Carr. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just... every time.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
We own them. We own them.
To the air again, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back to throw, Darnold.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 33-yard attempt.
Succop's kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Carr now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Express. Nice 57's one. Raider one.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Strip that ball.
Now Carr again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and it's the Vikings who are out.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time was able to make the play defensively. Here's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. Carr now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to come up a few yards short of first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call it.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On second down, Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Down. You wide, Eddie. Mike 5-4. Go, go, go. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Right or one.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
There goes Frank Gore. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Frank Gore, 77 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily, man.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, kid, get off the field.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gore. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Darnold. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now it's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Faking the give, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 21.
Now Pirine. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
44, Mike, 44.
They'll run again with Pirine. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
We got this.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well,
now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Holding. Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
and why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's complete. It's goal. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on it a little bit more.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr to throw again. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
57's Mike 57.
Carr now on 1st down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll run on first down. Bowden. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On deck. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Watch the safety creep.
Raider one.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks. The speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Carlson able to put this one through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them a lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run and score. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's go, baby.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Darnold. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
4 down, check.
Darnold now to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders Steelers able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes, because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Darnold. It's brought in by Dodson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Darnold completes it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, no, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Here's Darnold. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. Now Darnold. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's got Gore.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. I mean, they had to slog their way downfield. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're gonna need some therapy after this. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check, 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 check.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for our visitors, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.